Girls, what'd you just make?
Some cupcakes.
Yeah, were they good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the frosting's even better. We're making the
What was that, Tessa?
The frosting's even better.
Frosting's even better.
Look. Take a picture of it.
Girls, say hello, Patreon members.
Hello, Patreon members.
Yep, good enough. Oh my, what do we have here? What do we have here? Open up. Oh, it arrived. The RTX 2060. So I finally got my RTX 2060. It's only, what is it? It's only about 4 days, well, it's 4 days after the reviews went up, but it's probably about 7 days too late for me to get up some kind of review. So that's disappointing. Anyway, it seems like Nvidia want to address this issue and actually work with this in the future, so we'll see if that's true or not soon. I'll probably have a bit more information and I'll talk about it in a lot more depth in our live stream, and we'll take a few questions and things like that. A few other cool topics that Tim and I can talk about. So the live stream we'll be doing, it'll be next week. I think we've scheduled it in for, I think it's the 15th. So not that long now, a couple of days. And we'll be doing a live stream, possibly 2 of them. We'll do our Q&As as well, so that should be a lot of fun. Thought I'd do a shed update. Jared of Jared's Tech's been hassling me to do one. I know there's a few other of you in the Discord chat that have been asking for updates on the shed, so I'll do that. We've got quite a few new Patreon members, so there'll probably be some new people watching this video that are probably thinking, what's this shed project all about? So I was just going to do kind of a mid-shed update. But basically, right now, the room I'm in now that probably some of you won't recognise, this is, well, I suppose it's my benchmark lab. So it's where I do most of the work that you'll see on the channel, all the benchmarking anyway. So it's usually pretty messy. It's very messy at the moment. Often I'll clean it up for these videos, but I haven't bothered for this one. I thought I'd just show you what I'm working with. So at the moment, the studio downstairs is a little room. It's a 5x4, so it's a decent sized room, but for the stuff that's in it, it's extremely cramped, very difficult to work in there. And then up here is a little bit bigger. I think it's a 6x4 room, this one, but still quite cramped and that. So I'm building a shed so I can move a lot of the crap that I have in both the rooms in the house that Harbour Unboxed operates out of into the shed. And then I've got a small shed at the moment. That'll be knocked down, and I'm hoping in a year I can build a big studio there that'll house the benchmark lab, everything. So it'll be kind of cool, set up a couple of sets and things like that. That's the dream anyway, but step 1 is building a shed so I can knock down the old shed. I've got, so my old shed's it's over that way on the property, the new one's out the window here. I might show you in a moment, but we'll go down and have a look at it and I'll show you where we're at and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment, I'll turn the mic around. Okay, so I'll walk back here. This is my office, my benchmark lab. As you can see, it's pretty full. So down under the desk, I have a lot of computer cases, and it'd be good to clean those out on the desk. I'm still working on the Z390 motherboard roundup. So there's quite a stack of boards. I've got about 4 or 5 stacks of them all around the place, lots of mess. There's one of the test systems there. I'm doing some updated testing for the RTX 2060 video. I just finished with the RX 570 and the GTX 1050 Ti benchmark video, which will be going out very shortly. But anyway, updating some benchmark numbers for graphics cards there. Just got the RTX 2060, that'll be on the test system soon. Ib Slice is after a fan for his system, so I said I can help him out and give him one of my spares. That's why I've got fans on the floor here, so I'm just trying to work out what I've got spare in my fan tub. Threadripper 29, oops, just kicked a fan. Threadripper 2990WX system there. Another Z390 motherboard there. Some stuff here. There's a few more motherboards of various descriptions there. More graphics cards up the top there. What do we got? We'll make that a bit brighter if we can. No, don't worry about it. More graphics cards, more graphics cards, more graphics cards, more graphics cards, and what do we have down here? More graphics cards. So, there's a graphics card right there. So, yeah, they're all, when I do those 40, 50, 60 GPU game benchmarks, that is where they're all at. So sometimes it takes me quite a while to find a particular model of graphics card because, yeah, they're not sorted the best. I'm sort of limited on space. Probably looks a bit dangerous having them all out here. You knock one and they all go sort of like dominoes, but it's been over a year that I've been stacking them like that, and I've not yet had a game of dominoes, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But that's sort of the best way I've been able to stack them, because at least the ones here I can easily identify. So you've got like a Maxwell Titan, you've got a 1070, a 1080 Ti, that's a GTX 660 Ti, that's an R9 380X, another 1070 there, and so on. You get the idea. But very easy to spot what I want when they're standing up like that, so it saves me a bit of time. And we've got down here, we've got an RTX 2080 Ti Founders Edition card there, and that's the PNY card that kind of sucked. That's there. And then I've got more cases up the top here. More cases, more products, product boxes. These are some of the stuff that I don't really need. Some RTX boxes in the corner here. Got some CPUs. So all my CPUs that I use for testing and whatnot are there. Some tools, thermocouples, IR gun, and then I've just got tubs of stuff. So what does this tub say? That one down there says power cables. And if we pull it out and open it up, yep, we got some power cables. Funny that. When I did that Jenga memory thing, I put all my memory in here. So there's a fair wad of memory there. I got the new ASRock Z390 Extreme 4, so I'll probably feature that at some point. Yeah, so that's the mess. I've got my file server down there. That could really do with some sorting out. I've got a tub of, I don't even know what's in that tub, to be honest with you. There's some heat sinks. I haven't looked at it in about 3 or 4 years. So, and you can see one of my water bottles has fallen on the floor. So I've got some cleaning up to do. There's my system there. So that's my Threadripper system at the moment. I'm going to update a few things on that soon, probably this year, but I'll probably just wait now at this point. And yeah, so as you can see, it's a bit of a mess up here. I try to keep it tidy, but I mean, I'm always getting products. I'm always working on about 3 different projects at once. For those of you that are new to supporting us on Patreon, this is one of my test systems is right here. Focus on something, doesn't matter. One of them's there. That's my main rig, and that's my other test system, and then that's either used for testing or it's the file server. So I basically sit here and I run benchmarks there. I flip around, run benchmarks over here. I enter the data on this system, and that's kind of how that all works. So yeah, that's my my office, and I desperately need more room because, well, you can see for yourself really. And then if I look outside this window here, you can kind of see the shed. So we'll go out there and I'll show you what I'm up to. as you can see, it's going pretty good. I've been spending as much time as I can down here. Yeah, pretty much most afternoons. It's been pretty hot in Melbourne at the moment, so I've been coming down around 6 o'clock after dinner, feed the kids, and then come down, spend 2 or 3 hours working on this. This is why it's taken quite a few months, and then I get back to benchmarking and fall asleep when I fall asleep. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, slowly getting there. The next step now is to get the roof on. I've got to do some bracing on the walls, so strengthen the walls up, do a bit of bracing, and then it will be time to put the roof on. Once the roof's on, it's going to look pretty mighty, I think, and then I've got to order a whole heap of ColourBond, and I'm going to have to get right up on the roof, and it's going to be about 6 meters up or higher, out at the extreme edge there. That's going to be a lot of fun because I am a bit afraid of heights, if I'm honest. But anyway, hopefully that all goes well. If you don't see any benchmark videos for a while, well, you'll know why. So this area out here at what'll be the front of the shed, it'll be a little deck area. So I've ordered some cypress pine. I'll be using 200 by 50 cypress pine sleepers. So I want quite a heavy duty deck so I can drive things like my mower on here, because that weighs about 900 kilos. Yeah, so I want it to be quite strong. So that'll be good. I'm hoping I'll be laying the deck down in about a week. I've ordered the material anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be not a massive job because the boards are quite big. We've got down the end here, that's 3 meters, that gap there, and then down this end it opens up to be 6 meters. So the front of it is on sort of a bit of an angle, and the roof line will follow that angle. If I stand up, so there you go, that's sort of the angle the front of it's on there. Don't know if you can really tell from that, but yeah. So anyway, going good. So I think that about wraps up this update. I'm keen to get to Tim's in a few days and do a live stream and have a chat with you guys, answer a few questions, tell you a few stories, and talk about whatever it is that will be worth talking about at the time. I do have, yeah, some good videos coming up, some big benchmark comparisons. Tim has some cool stuff in the works. We're very keen for DLSS to be added to Battlefield 5. Tim will be all over that with a very in-depth analysis, and he'll be providing you guys with the source version of that video, so that'll be available to Patreon members. Anyway, thank you for your continued support. I'll catch you guys again soon.